Senator Elizabeth Warren criticized for a tweet she put out 2 years ago. She celebrated a blocked Spirit merger with JetBlue. She celebrated that. Here's what Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy had to say about it earlier on the program today.
Elizabeth Warren trying to say that it was a Republican appointed judge, a Ronald Reagan judge, that sealed the fate. No, it was a Biden DOJ that actually sued on the merger and put it in front of a judge. President Trump was focused on making sure that if the airline is going to go down, we're going to make sure that we're talking to the CEOs of other carriers, making sure they're going to step up and help with special fares for those Spirit customers, those Americans, to get them to their destinations, to which all the airlines have done.
Kevin O'Leary with me this morning. All right, Kevin, do you think the government should intervene to bail out private companies like Spirit?
Never. Capitalism works, America works, the economy's worked for 250 years because the winners win and the losers lose. The protein is never lost, Stuart. Think of Spirit Airlines as a dead fish. It's now drifting to the bottom of the ocean. The slugs will eat the protein and reprocess it into the environment, which is the economy. The reason Spirit failed, it was poorly managed. We don't want to back up weak managers. These are losers. And when they get to zero, which Spirit did, the good protein left in the business is taken over by the better managers, the airlines that are actually active. Those routes will be absorbed, those employees will be employed, the good ones. And so you've got this constant recreation of success. And that's really what we have to stay on. Now, when you get the government involved in bailing out a loser, you don't just do airlines. Every guy and his dog with a loser company with weak management is going to put their hand up. And I'm in Washington, D.C. right now. And there's a lot of ducks downstairs here squawking for government money. But they shouldn't get any of it. That's the whole point.
What do you say about Intel?
Let them go win it in the environment, the economy they're competing in.
Well, what do you say about Intel? Trump put a lot of money into Intel.
I was so against that deal, and I'm on the record with you. Yeah. I hate that deal. Absolutely hate it. That thing should have been sold for car parts a long time ago. Now, maybe they're getting government contracts, which is even worse, to keep them afloat. And I know the stock's moved up, but that is not an excuse to do this again. Let losers die. It's like a grandmother on the bed. She wants you to pull out the tubes. She wants to go. And we just don't let it happen. Let them die. Let the losers die. It's a theme I think everybody should be harping on. Sing together on this one.
You're on dangerous ground with this one, so I'm going to move on. New data shows New York City lost 12,000 residents between June of 24 and July of 25, across all income levels, that is. What was the biggest factor driving people out of blue cities like New York?
Stupid policy, bad policy, the highest tax city in America. Yet the services aren't any better, although I have to say the police are terrific. But you've got to ask yourself, look, if you keep doing this, if you keep raising the ratchet, even the middle class, when they approach retirement, say, why don't I move to Kentucky? Why don't I move to Tennessee? Why don't I go to Florida? What about Texas? What do I need to stay here for when in February it's miserable? Not just miserable taxes, miserable weather. So at the end of the day, New York's not competitive. That's my whole point. Now, Mamdani has been using a lot of social media lately, and you've been tracking all of it, Stuart, that is hyping this rhetoric even higher. So if you're planning for your future and you're listening to that, you say, all right, enough, I'm out of here.
Yeah, you do. That's exactly what's happening. Kevin O'Leary, always good. Thanks for joining us, Kevin. We'll see you again soon. Cheers.
Take care.